Remember back in math class when you were trying to understand how to do a math problem, and there was a theory or a theorem that had to make sense to you before you could apply it to the problem, and it was not making sense. And maybe finally the teacher explained it in a way where the light went on. And once you understood that, you could do all those math problems. Your eyes were open to what you needed to know. Well, the same can happen to us in our spiritual walk and with our spiritual eyes. And I want to talk about that this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. We all have spiritual eyes that need to be open. I'm thinking back to Luke, the 18th chapter, where Jesus was telling the disciples what he was going to be going through. He said he'd be handed over, mocked, insulted, spit on, flogged, killed, and on the third day he would rise again. That seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? But it goes on in the 34th verse, it says the disciples did not understand. Its meaning was hidden from them, and they didn't know what he was talking about. Their spiritual eyes were blinded. So many times that's what happens to us as we try to understand God's word, as we try to apply spiritual principles to our daily walk. But yet the day can come. Look at back in Matthew, the 16th chapter, where Jesus was talking to the disciples about who he was and who people thought he was. And he turned to Peter and he said, "What about you? Who do you say that I am?" Peter said, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said, "This was not revealed to you by men, but by my Father in heaven." God opened his spiritual eyes to see the truth. I pray for you and I today that we can walk through our day with Jesus opening our spiritual eyes, that he would reveal his word to us in a new and a fresh way, that he would expose us to ideas that we need to maybe share with a friend, that we would open our spiritual eyes and see the needs of those around us, and give us opportunity that we can speak into their lives and share with them. So may your spiritual eyes be open today, that God could use you in a new and a fresh way to impact his kingdom. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.